the first 10 WWE DVDs. Starting out with WrestleMania 15. Stone Cold Steve Austin, hell yeah. SummerSlam 1999, an out-of-body experience. The Rock, the People's Champ. Royal Rumble 2000. WrestleMania 2000 special 2 DVD set. King of the Ring. SummerSlam 2000. Survivor Series. The rules have changed. Austin sets his sight on revenge. Mick Foley's Hard Knocks and Cheap Pops. So now I'll give you guys a quick look at each one individually. Disc art and inserts. I have most of the inserts for these too, so really cool. WrestleMania 15, the Raging Climax. So it'd be Austin and Rock's first Mania. We had the Hell in a Cell with Undertaker and Big Boss Man. Shane McMahon versus X-Pac. Sable versus Tori. 4 corners for the IC title. We had Brawl for All. Triple H versus Kane. Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett versus D'Lo Brown and Test. Triple threat for the Hardcore title. And the Big Show Paul White versus Mankind. They do put quite a bit of extras on these. One thing I really like about these, this show is they do like commentary for the matches. And it's like, I think this one is Austin and Rock calling their match here with Kevin Kelly. Or it might be Kelly or Michael Cole. But, yeah, it's actually really cool. I really like that feature. That'd be so cool if they did that in today's DVDs. We got Hell Yeah up next. You know, mostly disc art is, you know, similar to the cover. Same with the insert, but we do get a lot of nice pamphlets. So you see your chapters, your extra interviews and segments and things like that. So SummerSlam, my favorite, or one of my favorites. We had Austin Triple H versus Mankind, Test versus Shane, The Rock versus Billy Gunn, Big Boss Man Al Snow, Hardcore title. We had the tag titles. We had the 2 titles on the line here. D'Lo Brown was the IC and European champion, taking on Jeff Jarrett. The Lions Den match. The women's title match, Ivory versus Tori, and tag team turmoil. So really cool. And this one, I believe it's all 3 on the main event here. Yeah, this Talk and the Talk, which you see, is Austin, Triple H, and Mankind all calling the main event there with Kevin Kelly. So that's really cool. You got 3, you actually have 4 different versions of the match there. You have the standard with, you know, Lawler and JR, and then Kevin Kelly with Austin and Triple H and Mankind. I really like how they do that. People's Champ, this is like a highlight reel of, you know, some of The Rock's best promos up to this point and things like that. So a lot of interviews and different moments like this. No matches, I don't think. And the one thing that really kind of drives me crazy is that the Hell Yeah on the spine is the only one going vertical, meaning up and down. The rest of them go horizontal. I've always found that strange. And we have our blue and black home video logo, which was, I think they stopped doing that in 2001. So Royal Rumble 2000, we are now in the just plain insert one page. So a lot of extras, some segments from Raw and SmackDown. We had Triple H versus Cactus Jack in the street fight, New Age Outlaws versus the Acolytes, Chris Jericho versus China versus Hardcore Holly, the Rumble swimsuit comp, and the first ever tag team table match, Hardys and Dudleys, Taz versus Kurt Angle. This would be Taz's debut. So really, really cool Royal Rumble. It's one of my favorites. I haven't seen every Royal Rumble, so WrestleMania 2000 would be the first ever 2-disc DVD set released. Really love that cover there. And disc art pretty much the same. They spelled disc with a K. So they do this again here with the two-fall triple threat match. Angle, Jericho, and Benoit are doing the voiceovers there for the IC title. Really, really cool. So we got the ladder match extras, Road to WrestleMania. This is actually one of my favorite WrestleMania, not one of my favorite. So we had the Godfather and D'Lo Brown versus Big Boss Man and Bull Buchanan. Too Cool in China versus Eddie, Dean, and Perry. TNA versus Al Snow and Steve Blackman. Kane and Rikishi versus X-Pac and Road Dogg. The Cat versus Terry. The first ever and only ever 13-man Hardcore Battle Royal for the Hardcore title. I also find it weird how sometimes they'll put, championship, and here they use title. We got the first ever two-fall triple threat match for the Intercontinental and European titles. And the first ever fatal four-way elimination match for the WWF Championship. And the only ever a McMahon in every corner. Triple H, Rock, Big Show, and Foley. Really, really cool. I love this. So disc 2, we got, WrestleMania histories, and they list year by year from the first WrestleMania up to WrestleMania 15. That's like your standard now on DVDs. King of the Ring 2000. Really love how they kept the sword and the chair and things like that on King of the Ring. I mean, this is very well done packaging here. Wasn't a fan of the 6-man tag title match for the WWF Championship. But we do get a beautiful pamphlet insert. We had Kurt Angle versus Chris Jericho, Crash versus Bull Buchanan, Val Venis versus Eddie Guerrero, Benoit versus Rikishi. It was strange to see Benoit, Guerrero, and Jericho all lose in the quarterfinals. We had a 4-team elimination match for the tag titles, the semifinals of the King of the Ring, the first ever evening gown hardcore title match, handicap table dumpster match, the King of the Ring finals, which Kurt Angle would end up winning, and then the 6-man tag team match for the WWF Championship, Triple H, Vince, and Shane McMahon versus The Rock, Undertaker, and Kane. So we get a special look at the finals contenders to be King of the Ring. and just some match promos. This is a very good King of the Ring. I really like these 2000 shows. Whether they're good, bad, or indifferent, I really like them. SummerSlam 2000. Again, I really enjoy this SummerSlam. And I got Fully Loaded 2000 in there. There's that card there. Hardy's and Lita versus Test, Albert, and Trish. So this one is the one that didn't come with the insert. We had Undertaker versus Kane. Shane McMahon versus Steve Blackman. Shane, falling like 50 feet from the SummerSlam stage. Chris Jericho versus Chris Benoit in a 2 out of 3 falls. TLC, this is the first ever TLC match. Taz versus Jerry Lawler, and there's a little spoiler for you. And a triple threat match for the WWF title. Rock, Triple H, and Kurt Angle. We get a special look at the events and feuds leading up to SummerSlam 2000. We got a Beach TV ad and 8 exclusive interviews. So this was a pretty historical event here with Kurt Angle actually got, concussed before the match really even started. Survivor Series 2000. I really like that camo logo. So really, really nice here. So we got post-event wrap-up. Stone Cold versus Triple H. Triple H falling like 40 feet. We have a Survivor Series elimination match. Hardy Boys and Dudley Boys versus Edge and Christian. Godfather and Bull Buchanan. Kurt Angle versus Undertaker for the WWF title. Ivory versus Lita. The Rock versus Rikishi. I did it for The Rock. William Regal versus Hardcore Holly. Chris Jericho versus Kane. We had the Radicals versus the One Billy Gunn, China, Road Dogg, and K-Quick. And a 6-person intergender tag team match. Steve Blackman, Crash Holly, and Molly Holly versus TNA and Trish. Maybe they should have put Hardcore Holly in that 6 intergender tag team match. But pretty cool event here. Really, really like that Survivor Series 2000. Last but not least, Mick Foley's Hard Knocks and Cheap Pops. This has about 6 matches on it. We'll get to in a minute. And, our little advertisement insert. So there's your first 9, and the one I'm reading is 10. So we got, this is mainly chapters as Mick Foley's run as commissioner. So we have his match versus Shawn Michaels from Mind Games 96. From Stone Cold, Raw's War, November 96. The match, Halftime Heat versus The Rock. Over the Edge 98 versus Stone Cold. And we have Unforgiven 99, Al Snow versus Big Boss Man, the Kennel from Hell match. And then we have the Titantrons for Commissioner, Mankind, Dude Love, and Cactus Jack. Really cool. So there we have it, guys. The first 10 WWF WWE DVDs. Let me know your thoughts on some of these ones, guys. Which one's your favorite out of this? My favorite is definitely WrestleMania 2000, but good runner-up is going to be the Rumble and King of the Ring here. But they didn't do many documentaries back during this time, so take some time. Subscribe to the channel. We'll talk to you later. Peace!